met an old man on a midnight train. His face was weathered, eyes filled with pain. He pulled out a deck, said, "Let's play a while. I've got some stories that'll make you smile." He said, "Sometimes you gotta lose to win. Life's a gamble, and you gotta dive in. Don't fear the fall, don't fear the cost. You'll rise again even after you've lost." He said, "Sometimes you gotta lose to win. Life's a gamble, and you gotta dive in." He shuffled the deck and he played his part, taught me how to live from the heart. We talked about the past, the love and the pain, of dreams that went wrong, of losses and gains. He said, "You don't win by waiting too long. You play your hand even when it feels wrong." He said, "Sometimes you gotta lose to win. Life's a gamble, and you gotta dive in. Don't fear the fall, don't fear the cost. You'll rise again even after you've lost." He said, "Sometimes you gotta lose to win. Life's a gamble, and you gotta dive in." He shuffled the deck and he played his part, taught me how to live from the heart. Now when I'm lost, I hear his voice. Bet on yourself, make the choice. Don't worry about what's come before. It's your hand, it's your life, so play once more. He said, "Sometimes you gotta lose to win. Life's a gamble, and you gotta dive in. Don't fear the fall, don't fear the cost. You'll rise again even after you lost." He said, "Sometimes you gotta lose to win. Life's a gamble, and you gotta dive in." He shuffled the deck and he played his part, taught me how to live from the heart. As the train pulled in, he was gone from sight, but his words stayed with me that endless night. A heart full of wisdom from a man who knew that life's a game and you play it through.
They never ask for statues. They never march for fame, but they carry the weight of freedom so we could carry on. He was 19 in the desert wind, letters home he never sent, left his truck and walked alone. Found the fire and held the line, did his duty, rain or shine. Came back scars, not medals shown. You might not know the faces, but you live in what they gave. They didn't fight to be remembered, they fought so we'd remember peace. Every name on every marker is a prayer that doesn't cease. And if you raise your flag tomorrow, let it wave for those we've lost. They paid the price we couldn't carry and never once counted the cost. She drove convoys through the night, beneath the sky without moonlight. Rode her son from overseas, held a photo by her chest, wore her silence like a vest, still salutes when children sing. No headlines in the morning, just echoes in the storm. They didn't fight to be remembered, they fought so we'd remember peace. Every step they took in silence built the roads where we find ease. And if you sleep in quiet safety, know they stood so you could rest. They bore the storms we'll never weather and gave their best without regret. Freedom isn't handed down, it's carried on backs of those who never asked for praise. They left behind the life they started so we could live with brighter days. They didn't fight to be remembered, but we remember just the same. In every fold of every banner lies the weight behind their names. So when you speak of peace and country, speak it low, but speak it true. The price they carried wasn't glory, it was me, it was you. We may not know all their names, but we know what they stood for, and we carry it still.
They won't make the front page. They don't ask for songs, but they rise every time so the rest of us can sleep.
He folds his shirt in morning dark, checks the lock, then leaves no mark. A letter left by coffee steam says, I'll be back, chase your dream. No banners wave above his flight, just gravel roads and duties light. They are the quiet ones who march through silent towns and heavy hearts. No medals shine, no headline arch, but freedom lives where they depart. With steady hands, with quiet grace, they hold the line we can't replace. She traded heels for combat boots, let go of college dreams and roots. Her mother wept but didn't plead, just said be strong and plant a seed. Now letters fly from overseas, while porch lights hum with memories. You won't hear cheers when they arrive, just soft hellos and teary eyes. But every name engraved in stone was once a voice who stood alone. From Gettysburg to Kandahar, they've left their prints from near to far. One oath to next, each hand that raised, each soldier shaped by quiet days. Their stories ride on wind and flame. We speak them soft, we speak their name. They are the quiet ones who march through silent towns and heavy hearts. No medals shine, no headline arch, but freedom lives where they depart. With steady hands, with quiet grace, they hold the line we can't replace. Yes, they hold the line for all our sakes. It's not the noise that shapes a nation,
It's the ones who keep walking long after the song ends. They left behind quiet kitchens, unfolded flags, unfinished stories, but they walked so we could keep writing ours.
He packs his bag before the dawn, leaves a note, then he's gone. The porch light flickers, then turns dim. Another town, another hymn. No marching band, no loud goodbye, just tear-stained glass and morning sky. This is the road that never ends, paved by strangers, walked by friends. We fight, we fall, we rise again. We carry hearts in army tents. No glory speech, no camera lens, but we stand proud on the road that never ends.
She wore her dress in army green, too young to fade into a dream. They pinned her wings, she caught the plane, left childhood nights and window panes. Her mama cried, but never spoke, just waved and held her daddy's coat. And in the dust of foreign land, a photo tucked in weathered hands, he sees her face through blood and dirt and whispers prayers beneath the hurt. It's not the gun that makes him brave, it's all he guards, it's all he gave. This is the road that never ends, paved by strangers, walked by friends. We fight, we fall, we rise again. We carry hearts in army tents. No glory speech, no camera lens, but we stand proud on the road that never ends. From Valley Forge to Kandahar, they've lit our way from near and far. Each boot print etched, each soul endured, each silence held, each wound endured. We walk for them and those to come. We walk for all, not just some. Freedom's not found in the headline, it's in the miles we walk for those who can't. Spring rain falls, washing the pain, a brand new start, a fresh refrain. The world awakens with every drop. My heart beats fast, can't make it stop. In the spring, I'm born again, a fresh new start where dreams begin. Summer burns with love's sweet flame. We chase the light and play the game. Autumn winds, they call my name, whispering secrets never the same. Winter's frost may freeze my soul, but through it all
stay whole. Summer sun, so bright and high, I feel the heat, I spread my wings to fly, chasing dreams in the fiery light. I'm alive, burning through the night. Autumn leaves fall, the world slows down. Golden hues scatter on the ground. I pause to think, I start to see the lessons learned have set me free. In the spring, I'm born again, a fresh new start where dreams begin. Summer burns with love's sweet flame. We chase the light and play the game. Autumn winds, they call my name, whispering secrets, never the same. Winter's frost may freeze my soul, but through it all, I'll stay whole. Winter's here, the world turns cold, but in the stillness I find my soul. Snowflakes fall, soft and pure. In the silence I find my cure. Seasons change, but I stand tall. Through the storms I've seen it all. From the spring to winter's grace, I'll find my way in every place.
I don't wear a cape, but I leave home like a hero does, quietly, with love in my back pocket and duty in both hands. I wake before the coffee brews, slip on these boots and pay my dues. Kiss the kids, don't say too much, they know their dad is built on trust. My name's not carved in history, but I stand where I'm meant to be. Through silent nights or desert wind, I show up whole again. I don't need fame, I don't need a sign. This flag, this old, this duty is mine. From the kitchen light to the combat zone, I carry love when I walk alone. No headline, no grand design, just quiet strength. This duty is mine. I've missed first steps, I've missed some tears, but I've held strong through all the years. I fix the roof, I guard the gate, I hold the line, I claim the weight. Behind the mask, behind the fight, there's still a man who sleeps at night, with prayers whispered in motel rooms and lullabies through old cartoons. You might not see the battles won, and backyard talks are setting suns, but every soldier leaves behind a promise sealed in borrowed time. I don't need fame, I don't need a sign. This flag, this oath, this duty is mine. From the kitchen light to the combat zone. I carry love when I walk alone. No headlines, no grand design, just quiet strength. This duty is mine. If you ever wonder who stands watch, look around, we're still here. This duty is ours.
We don't carry this flag for show. We carry it for those who can't anymore. I've seen the sun rise on foreign lands with brothers fall, dirt on my hands. But I never fought to be a name. I fought for peace, not pride or fame. And every step I took out there was so my kids could breathe free air. And we don't ask for cheers or songs, we just hold the line and carry on. This flag still flies though the wind gets rough. It's stitched with grace and it's held with love. It's not just cloth, it's sacrifice. It's every soul who paid the price. We don't stand tall just to be seen. We stand for what this freedom means. And when the storm clouds flood the skies, we stand our ground. This flag still flies. She wrote her vows in a folded note sent from a tent near a mountain road. He missed her birth, her first new shoes, but every mile he paid his dues. They both believed without regret, in service no one will forget. It's not about who wins or shows, it's who stands up when the trumpet blows. This flag still flies though the wind gets rough. It's stitched with grace and it's held with love. It's not just cloth, it's sacrifice. It's every soul who paid the price. We don't stand tall just to be seen. We stand for what this freedom means. And when the storm clouds flood the skies, we stand our ground. This flag still flies. Where silence grew, a porch light waits, a heart beats true. We hold their names like sacred vows and live the freedom they allowed. This flag still flies through tears and time. It waves for yours, it waves for mine. Through sacrifice and quiet days, through folded hands and far-off graves, we rise again, not to be praised, but for the ones who never strayed. And though the battle may disguise, our hearts still burn. This flag still flies. Not for show, for memory, for meaning. This flag still flies. He kissed her forehead, didn't say much, just packed his gear, tied his boots, and walked into the dawn like it was just another Sunday. She found his note on the coffee pot, just 4 lines and a little dot. Fix the fence and feed the hound. I'll be back when boots hit ground. But fall turned into another spring, and letters came, but not his ring. Now every night she lights the porch, like it still points north. They say the strong don't need to speak, but she still listens when the floorboards creak. And she walks the trail behind the shed, wears his flannel when she makes the bed, still sets 2 cups when coffee brews, talks out loud like he hears her news. There's no flag big enough to say what he gave when he walked away, but in her heart, come break or day, his boots still know the way. His brother drives out once a week, brings her groceries, doesn't speak, just checks the truck and oils the gate. Says, you know, he never ran late. They watch the news but mute the war. It hurts too much to know what for. Still she leaves a plate out every night, just left of the candlelight. No headline reads the name she keeps, but love stands guard where memory sleeps. And she walks the trail behind the shed, wears his flannel when she makes the bed, still sets 2 cups when coffee brews, talks out loud like he hears her news. There's no flag big enough to say what he gave when he walked away, but in her heart, come break or day, his boots still know the way. They folded cloth with honor bright, but didn't see her sleepless nights. He's not just gone, he's just not here. She still feels him drawing near. So she walks the trail behind the shed, talks to stars from their old bed, still sings his name into the breeze, says you served so we could breathe. And though the stone says just his name, she bears the weight just the same, 'cause love don't lead, it just obeys. And his boots still know the way. He never said goodbye, but he left everything pointed home.
If this letter finds you, it means I didn't walk back through that door. But don't lower your eyes, I'm still standing guard. The boots are empty by the bed, but I still march inside your head. I wore your smile beneath my vest, kept your voice close to my chest. The battle calls, I didn't run, and I stood my ground beneath the sun. So if you hear the silence fall, it's just me answering the final call. So hold the line, for everything we said was mine and thine. Let the flag wave where courage rose and heart still brave. I gave it all without reward, but I'm still standing guard. I miss the birthdays, miss the spring, but I brought peace with everything. I didn't write this just to cry, I wrote to say you helped me try. If love could build a wall so wide, then loss can't steal what lived inside. So light a candle by the door and know my post is evermore. So hold the line for every vow we said in borrowed time. Let the flag wave for every soul it rose to save. I may be gone from your backyard, but I'm still standing guard. So hold the line and let your steps still echo into mine. Raise the light for all we lived and didn't right. Etch my name deep in your yard, 'cause I'm still standing guard. I didn't fall, I took my place right where duty called. They called his name at morning light. She still sets 2 plates every night. He didn't come home in uniform, but in the way she keeps him warm. He wore his cap with the bill turned low, tucked a picture in his coat before he'd go. Met her working at the 5 and dime. Said, if I get shipped out, will you write sometimes? She laughed and said, only if you do first. He said, I ain't scared, but I've seen worse. They shared 1 kiss beneath the flagpole, then he left with a heart half whole. Letters came with desert dust, and pages creased with sand and trust. He wrote of sun that burned the ground, of nights so quiet, no friendly sound. She'd read them all beneath her quilt, his words like bricks where dreams were built. She whispered back to his every line, wherever you march, you're still mine. She prays every night like he's just late, sets his boots by the front gate. She says, love don't need to be seen to stay. And that old cherry's just away. Neighbors talk but they don't dare to ask why she still sets 2 chairs. She just smiles and softly sways and waits for love in yesterday's grace. The parade rolls by every 4th of July, but her eyes don't sparkle, just reflect the sky. She hums his song as the flags all wave, and leaves dog tags by his name engraved. Kids ask why she looks so proud. She says some goodbyes don't need sound. She touches the stone like she touches air, like he's still sitting in that chair. No metal shines as bright as grace, no trumpet calls what love can't face. He's more than fallen, he's still near. In every quiet, she holds him here. She prays, though the world has moved along, she keeps his story in her song. She says a love don't break when hearts are true. It stands its post like soldiers do. She won't move that empty chair, not for time, not for despair. 'Cause where he sat is where she'll stay, till taps is played at end of day. He never walked back through that door, he never really left her floor. He's there, beside her, always more. This ground's not just dirt, it's footsteps of the ones before. They taught me how to walk it right, and I'll defend it evermore. From cotton fields to steel-built towns, we bled and built these battlegrounds. Each morning rise, a silent vow to hold the line, no matter how. Through storms and fire, we plant our feet on sacrifice. No song repeats. It's not the glory or parade, it's the quiet debt that never fades. Drenched is the land I stand for, with every oath and every war. From sea to sea, through dusk and dawn, their echo leads me marching on. No flag flies high without the pain of names engraved in wind and This is the land I stand for. A mother weeps beside the gate, a folded flag, a final fate. But still she sets the porch light bright, believing he still guards the night. And every kid who wears the boots carries more than just salute. They carry hope, they carry scars, and dreams too tough for counting stars. This is the land I stand for, with every oath and every war. From sea to sea, through dusk and dawn, their echo leads me marching on. No flag flies high without the pain of names engraved in wind and rain. So I don't bow, I don't ignore. This is the land I stand for. Not for glory, not for fame, but for the ones who said my name before I even knew the cost. And still they stood, though much was lost. This is the land I stand for, through fire, grief, and so much more. From every field to every shore, their courage lives forevermore. No flag waves free without the brave who gave their hearts for others saved. And if I fall, let them implore. This was the land I stood for. We don't inherit freedom, we earn it. We carry it and we pass it on, one step at a time.
I never thought I'd write this down, but I owe it to the ones I left behind. Not just for the uniform, but for what it stood for. I felt the ground shake under boots, heard the call, had to choose. Left a picture on the fridge at home, a ring, a name, and a dial tone. They say the brave don't hesitate, but fear still walks through every gate. I kissed her hand and held my breath, swore to serve, not fear the death. And in that moment, loud and clear, a voice inside said, stand right here. Would I bleed for what is right? Stand through fire, hold the line. If this heart stops, let it be for the ones who still believe in me. Through the storm, through the smoke and sand, I would rise, I would take that stand. This oath we carry, come what may, it's carved in me, it won't decay. She reads my letters by the light, still wears my flannel every night. Our baby's crawling now, they say. He's got my stubborn, quiet way. And when I feel like letting go, I see their faces through the smoke. And even if they never know, I march for love, not for show. And in my chest it beats so loud, a vow that won't be silenced now. Would I bleed for what is right? Stand through fire, hold the line. If this heart stops, let it be for the ones who still believe in me. Through the storm, through the smoke and sand, I would rise, I would take that stand. This oath we carry, come what may, it's carved in me, it won't decay. I don't fight to be a name, or chase a medal, or parade. I fight so someone else can stay and chase the sunrise every day. Would I bleed for what is right? Stand through fire, hold the line. If it's my name they call that day, let them know I walked away. Not for war, but peace and grace. For every hand I can't replace. This oath we carry, it still remains a light that burns through loss and rain. Some things you carry long after the uniform's folded, but the oath never leaves you. They don't play taps for the living, but sometimes I still hear it in the way the wind runs through the trees. And in the silence I stand. I didn't grow up chasing war, I grew up chasing dreams and dirt. But one day duty called me in, and I stood tall inside the hurt. They said this land will thank you, son. I said just let her stay free. When I'm gone, dress me in the army green. My granddad's medal's on the shelf. He used to say it's not for pride, it's for the man beside yourself. I wore that oath beneath my skin and marched through fire, through thick and thin. So if you're walking past this row of names, no silence here still speaks our aims. I'm at peace, where the flag don't fall and the hills still breathe, where the silence stands for every voice that shaped this land. Don't cry for me, don't change the plan, just live for where the silence stands. Mama once brought me flowers here when Uncle Joe came home in stone. Now she brings them just the same, but the ribbon's got my name alone. She smiles through tears and says to me, you stood so I could still be free. Tell my brother, guard the porch at dusk. Tell my girl she's stronger than the both of us. Tell my hometown, don't raise a statue, just raise boys who will walk the path too. I'm at peace, where the echoes sleep and the roots run deep, where the silence stands, not for death, but the promised hands. Don't mourn too long, just make your stand in the place where silence still commands. This ground isn't clay, it sings in every oath you keep. Still here, still standing, where the silence speaks. We waited, not just for boots to hit the ground, but for a voice we knew and a heart we hope still beats the same. He's coming down the road again, heads turn, hearts begin to mend. No band, no banner in the air, just worn out boots and 1,000-yard stares. Mama wipes her eyes and waves, hope and worry split her gaze. Raise the flag, but lower your guard. He came home, but he came home scarred. No words can stitch what war has torn, but love still stands where pain was born. Hold him close, don't ask for more. He's home now, but he's not who he was before. The town puts up the yellow line, but he walks past like he's out of time. His brother cracks a nervous joke. He nods but doesn't even smoke. The front porch creaks, the screen door swings, but silence says the hardest things. Some came back with medals bright, some came home just lost in night. Some still march behind their eyes. We can't salute what memory hides, but still we wait, still we try to say I'm proud without the why. Raise the flag, but lower your guard. He came home, but he came home scarred. Don't ask for tales, don't press too hard. He left some soul in each backyard. The fight ain't done when boots hit floor. He's home, oh. He's here, not whole, but here, and that's enough for today.
If you're holding these words, you already know. I didn't make it home, but I left more than I took. I packed more than rations in my bag. I brought your voice, your laugh, your name. Carried prayers inside my chest and wore your love like steel and flame. If I fell before the battle's end, it wasn't fear, I just began again. So lay me down where the hills still hold the morning sound. Raise the flag not for me, but all I had. Don't say goodbye with tear or sign, just stand for the flag I left behind. I miss the dance, the babies cry, the birthdays marked with empty chairs. But every mile and every fight I gave for something we all share. So if you hold your child tonight, no peace is born through sacrifice. So lay me down where the soil still sings a battleground. Hold your head, live the life I dreamed instead. Don't speak of me with pain confined, just live for the flag I left behind. Tell my brother not to grieve too long. Tell my girl she made me strong. Tell my mama I found light in every dark and final night. So lay me down where the wind still runs through sacred ground. Say I stood for more than fear, for all I could let my name fade. I won't mind, just stand for the flag I left behind. I may be gone, but I left something standing.
We stood in gray, now we stand for more. Today is not an end, it's the call we've waited for. The boots are new, the sky is wide, we feel the nerves we used to hide. The oaths we swore now take their place in every step, in every face. The march begins today, not then. We walk as warriors, not as men, with honor laced in every seam. We carry country, hope, and dream. We're more than cloth, more than display. The march begins today. The flags were folded, hands were raised. We stood in ranks, our eyes amazed. We thought of home and friends we've known, but knew this path we walk alone. The march begins today, not then. We walk as warriors, not as men, with honor laced in every seam. We carry country, hope, and dream. We're more than cloth, more than display. The march begins today. Some will lead and some will fall, but each will rise to answer call. No ribbon shines like truth inside. We serve with pride, not just with strife. The march begins today, not then. We walk as warriors, not as men, with honor laced in every seam. We carry country, hope, and dream. No matter where our boots may stray, the march begins today. We leave the gray behind, not with farewell, but with forward. If you're holding this letter, it means I didn't come back, but I didn't leave. And free, the letter's carrying everything that mattered. I carried your photo in my chest plate, folded neat beside my tags. Thought of you with every sunrise, even when the sky turned black. We joked about the letters home, but I wrote mine like prayers in chrome. And if I'm quiet now, it's not regret. I just hope there's peace in what I left. So plant me down in the fields that whisper where I once ran round. Tell my girl that her daddy's still part of this world. I may be gone, but I'm not then. You'll know me by what I carried in. I carried my brother through the sandstorms, his hand in mine till we both fell. I carried stories I never told you, locked away where they could dwell. Not all wounds show on the skin, but I wore hope like a second skin. And if you cry, don't cry alone. Hold someone tight and call it home. So plant me down where the grass still grows on the battleground. Tell my son he was brave before he could run. I may be gone, but I'm not thin. You'll know me by what I carried in. I carried a nation on my back, but I never forgot your laugh. It wasn't medals that made me stand, it was dreaming of your hand. So plant me down with my boots still turned to face the town, my flag. Wait for those who never lag. And when you sing where I've once been, just sing for what I carried in. I didn't die with nothing, I died with everything, because I carried you.
We waited more than just days. We waited for a heartbeat, for a voice we still remembered, to walk back through that door. He's walking up that old front path, the dust still clinging to his pack. No trumpet sound, no flags are raised, just quiet steps and distant gaze. He left in green, he comes in gray, but home still means he gets to stay.
When the boots come home, we stand a bit taller, we speak a bit softer, we hold each one longer. They may not smile like they did before, but they're still ours, and that means more. So light the porch and leave it on. We hold the line till war is gone.
The kids all grew, the porch pane cracked, but she still leaves his coat unpacked. He nods, he hugs, then looks away. Some things are too far to replay, but he is here in flesh and bone, and that's enough to call it home. He's not the boy who said goodbye. He's someone shaped by loss and sky. So don't ask stories, don't press too loud. Just say you're proud, and say it proud. When the boots come home, we breathe in there, through all the breaks, through all the bends. They might be bruised, they might be still, but they can't
They hear us coming long before we arrive, because steel has a voice and we never ride quiet. Through the smoke and broken clay, we roll before the break of day. Tracks still warm from battles past, but duty's call comes just as fast. From Texas plains to northern snow, we load, we lock, and on we go. Where the iron wheels roll, we carry heart, we carry soul. With thunder loud and voices bold, we guard the young, we hold the old. From coast to coast, we claim this role. Where the iron wheels roll. We've trained in mud, we've drilled in rain, slept through fire and marched through pain. We don't salute for empty pride, we do it for the ones who died. And every round we load with care is for a flag we all still wear. Where the iron wheels roll, we carry heart, we carry soul. With thunder loud and voices bold, we guard the young, we hold the old. From mountain peak to desert knoll, where the iron wheels roll. It's not just orders we obey, it's promises we make each day to show the world and those at home they'll never have to stand alone. Where the iron wheels roll, we carry heart, we carry soul. Through shifting night and blazing sun, we serve till every fight is done. And if they ask what makes us whole, say where the iron wheels roll. Not just steel, not just sound, it's memory in motion. It's why we're still around.